So we're going to go over an example of one of these calculations together. And so at the top of the screen, I've just written the stuff that we've already kind of gone through. So we know that the real distance between the sun and the earth, which I'm going to abbreviate S to E for sun to earth, is 1 AU, 1 astronomical unit. The scale distance from sun to earth is 15 centimeters. We said we're going to make a model where the distance between the sun and the earth is about the length of a dollar bill, okay? Because it's going to be easier to get our mind around the length of a dollar bill, right? So then we said, okay, I know Jupiter is 5 AU from the sun, okay, that's a known distance, but we want to figure out how far would it be in our scaled model, like how many dollar bills would we need to lay down to be able to put Jupiter into our model. Okay, and to do this we're going to use ratios, okay, and I'm going to first just write out in general how we're going to set up ratios, and then I'm going to go over an example with you. So when we do these ratios, we're going to have scale distances and real distances. So we're going to have the scale distance, we'll call it A, and then it's going to be the real distance to A, and then we're going to set that equal to the scale distance of something else divided by the real distance of something else. Okay. So if this doesn't quite make sense to you, that's okay. I just want to have this written down, and then once we go through an example, I think it'll make more sense. So let's actually use this to solve our problem, our Jupiter problem. So we know scaled sun to earth, and we know the real sun to earth. So I'm just going to write those out. And now we want to say, we want to find scaled sun to Jupiter, and then we're going to put that over real sun to Jupiter. Okay, so you can see that both of these on the left side are sun to earth, and both of these on the right side are sun to Jupiter. Okay, and just keep in mind, this is what we're trying to find. This scaled sun to Jupiter is the thing that we don't know. We know everything else, so let's put those in. So scaled sun to earth is 15 centimeters. Real sun to earth is 1 AU. Scaled sun to Jupiter is a thing that we don't know, so we're going to use X for that. X is our unknown. And then real sun to Jupiter is 5 AU. Okay, now all we have to do is cross multiply. We have to say this times this guy, and then equals to this times this guy, right? So we're going to cross multiply. So I'm going to do this one first, it doesn't matter. I'm going to say 1 times x, and you may be like, 1 times x is x, why'd you put the 1 there? Because we're going to have some cases where this is not 1, and I want to show you how to solve it. So we'll just kind of make that really explicit there. And then on the other side, we're going to say 5 times 15. Okay, and then when we solve for x, it'll just be 5 times 15, and then we'll divide by 1 to get that to get x by itself. And when we do that, we get 75 centimeters. This is our scaled sun to Jupiter. That's what we wanted. So we would need to measure off a distance of 75 centimeters in order to show where Jupiter would be on our model.